Okay. Makes you original. What else is good about it? Do you get a feeling from this? Does it convey a feeling?
It is a little professional.
Okay. Does it convey a feeling to you when you look at this?
Yeah, are you able to go back to the previous screen?
Yeah. Which one here?
Sure.
Yeah. Is there a consistency here?
Yeah, colors and like bold letters.
The colors are all the same, right? The type is all the same. Sometimes the presentations, you can tell that his part looks different from her part, looks different from his part. And you can tell that they kind of pasted them together. Does this look pasted together? It flows. It's one presentation, right? There's one presentation. So continuity is really important. Okay, so you do some market research. This to me was very smart, and it's not the only way to do it, but they looked at it the way a business person would do it. It's like, if we're gonna create this business, what's our challenge? What's the challenge we need to identify? And what's the solution we're gonna offer? What's gonna make us different, okay? And then they do some research about the industry. And they talk about all the different competitors in this space, whether it's eBay, Greta, Depop, I don't know much about these other places. But does that appeal to you that they looked at their competitors? Why?
They showed that they took everything into consideration. They gave information about it, and they know what they're going up against.
If somebody shows you that they know what they're going up against, what does that tell you about them?
So that they thought this through.
That they didn't just say, we're gonna start a business, but they have really thought it through and they said, wait a minute, if we're gonna do this, who are we up against? Is this really gonna work? And that shows some business sophistication, right? It shows some awareness. Right, so they lay out the competitors. I'm sorry, Lisa, this is first, Cielo. Tell me about Rent the Runway. What's it tell you?
Well, I can't.
Rent the Runway. I want to make sure you wear your glasses now. What's it say about Rent the Runway?
Online service offers well-known brands.
What's it say about Plato's Closet?
Rent and consignment store sells gently used clothes, shoes, and accessories.
Pretty easy to read, huh? Good. Easy to read. One of the things that's really good about this, pages like this, is how you organize your thoughts. Sometimes I'll see a slide and it's nothing but one long paragraph, small type, and Cielo, you would need a telescope to read it, not just your glasses, because there's just too much. This is bite-sized, isn't it? It's bite-sized. You can read it, right? It doesn't strain you to understand what's going on here. So how you organize your slides is really important because it conveys information, but you have to take into account how your reader takes in the information, okay? They talk about their company advantages, and again, notice how they just sort of build out their thoughts, right? They compartmentalize them. Do you like that as a reader?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like you said earlier, it's just not words on the screen, split up. I feel like it's a new format every slide.
Yeah. Gamma, do you think they're thinking, how do I get Gamma to read this and pay attention? Or did they just slap it on the slide?
They're probably thinking what I'm thinking.
Right? They're just like, okay, this shows some initiative, this shows some interest. Okay, they talk about their target audiences. I don't know much about this, but Bobby, how do you make a slide like this? How would you know?
What would I go?
Yeah.
I don't use Google Slides.
Google Slides?
Yeah.
Okay. Raise your hands if you wouldn't know the first thing about how to start putting a slideshow together. Anybody else? Apparently all of you do, right? Where are you going? Where are you gonna start your slides? Where are you gonna find them?
Like an inspiration.
Yeah.
Slideshow.
Okay. Where would you go?
I usually do
Google Slides?
Google Slide.
Okay, all right. Right, let's be creative, figure it out, make it look interesting. Brands they carry, the financial plan. Notice that one of the things I thought they were really good about is they explain how they're gonna make money. Where's the money coming from? What are things gonna cost? What is the difference? You know, what this really did is it kind of walked you through the customer experience. If you walk into our store, this is what happens, and this is how we generate a revenue from that customer experience. They then laid out, you know, their one revenue stream for them isn't just selling the product, but subscriptions. If you want to shop at our store, you have to sign up for a subscription, and that subscription will entitle you to certain service benefits. And then they lay out how you walk through the rental of an item, the costs. Google, what do you like about that slide, if anything?
This one right here?
Yeah, what do you like about it?
It's very versatile. It's not only men's clothes, but it's women's clothing, it's accessories, it's prices.
Yeah.
Very straightforward.
And do you like the photographs? Do they look consistent?
Yeah.
They do, right? Again, I think you know that for me, what I found really appealing about this whole presentation is every time I saw a slide, I liked it. I saw the creativity, I saw the effort that went into it, and I could see the teamwork. I could see the teamwork that required to put it together. This told me that the team worked really hard to produce a quality project. Again, they walk us through, you know, some of the real issues that they will face running this thing. They talk about their marketing and advertising, their growth strategies, and it's hard for you to appreciate this now. But what I also took away from this presentation, the application of what we talked about in class is in here. Our discussions on marketing are here. Our discussion on the financial documents is here. Our discussion of management organization, it's here. So this is almost like it's talking back to me. It's saying to me, hey, Professor Mendez, that those issues, those principles we talked about, we put them in here. We put them into action. They have their projections. One of the areas where some of you are, you know, all of you will struggle the most is coming up with your financial projections. How are you going to make a profit? If you say to me, we're going to make $10,000 a month. Okay, prove it to me. Walk me through that. Where is the money coming from? We're going to sell a lemonade on the corner of Philadelphia and wherever, and we're going to make $1,000 a week. Really? You're going to make $1,000 a week selling lemonade? You better prove it to me. One, how much are you selling your lemonade for? Based on that, how many cups of lemonade are you going to have to sell to make 1,000? And what's it going to cost you to sell that many cups of lemonade? Then I'll believe it. Okay? Then I might believe it. Okay, where's the startup money coming from? Predicted growth, ideas for the future, contact information. What grade would you give that if you were? What would you give this presentation? Why?
Say it's easier to read, it's just
You folks will generate your own grades. One of the easiest things for me to do is is to grade this. I can look at the first 2 pages and I already know what grade it's gonna be. I can tell, just from those first 2 pages. So, this is gonna take some effort, okay? So what I want you to do right now is to break up into your groups. You can come up here and slide, oh, there's one other thing I wanna show you. I want you to write this website down, sba.gov. SBA stands for Small Business Administration. sba.gov. This website contains a lot of great information on how to run a business. And specifically, it's got an example for a business plan, okay? And there are examples of plans here. There are examples of the business plans. Open one up, and that's your template. What you turn in on the day of the final will look like Rebecca's traditional business plan and Andrew's traditional business plan. It will have all of the elements. Okay, but you just have to incorporate your specific facts. So again, remember, it's SBA.gov, okay? It's SBA.gov, and if you just click on Business Guide, you'll see Write Your Business Plan right here. But it's got all kinds of other information that you can use. And the Small Business Administration is an arm of the federal government that's meant to provide information to small businesses, access to funding, loans, market research, all this different information. So it's a good source. It's a good source, okay? So go ahead and break up into your groups if you would, and then if you want to come up and peruse this presentation, you're welcome to do it. But this is going to be your only opportunity. Okay, go ahead and break up into your groups, please. Yes, stay here.
What?
Yeah.
The slides show that it can be very confusing.